medical care insight. We already discussed about the overview of reproductive system, isn't it? Now, today we will take one specific topic, okay, which is very important to discuss and understand. We have to understand it in a depth manner so that our concepts will be clear, okay? So, I hope you all are fine, well, okay? Thank you with having me, because like the quality of the video and my handwriting, okay, sounds, these all are not good, but still you are helping me, you are be with me. That's it's like it's a gratitude for me. So thank you. Now, today our topic of discussion is mainly we will emphasize on the menstrual cycle. What? Yeah, repeat with me. It's a menstrual cycle. But before describing the menstrual cycle, we have to understand first the parts, okay, which is linked, or we can say which is associated with the menstrual cycles. So what are the parts? Yeah, entire reproductive system is associated with the menstrual cycle, the female reproductive system. I'm understanding it, but mainly the ovary, okay. You know it that during the menstrual cycle there are changes, okay, there are changes in entire female reproductive system, not only in the female reproductive system. Probably you know it that in the higher system, like those, we can say the hypothalamic, pituitary, ovarian axis, okay. Shall I repeat once again? Yeah, it's a hypothalamus, okay, pituitary, ovarian axis. There is a changes in these all, okay, there is changes in these all. There will be changes in the, you can say the hormones, okay, which is secreted by the hypothalamus. Then there will be a changes in the actual secretion which is done by the anterior pituitary, understanding. Then there will be a changes in the ovary, okay. Also there is a changes in the parts, like which parts? Basically the vagina. There is a changes in the fallopian tube. There is a changes in the, you can say the uterus, okay, the lining of the uterus, there changes, okay. And the thing is, there is a, like, you know that there can be abnormality, you know it. If there will be not a smooth, you can say, business occurring between these starting from the hypothalamus, okay, pituitary, ovarian axis, in any level there will be any abnormality. So we will also see how these abnormalities occurring and what are the cures, okay. Understanding? Okay, laugh once. Thank you. Now see the lecture outline. Today first we will deal with the ovary, okay. Then we will see about the female sex hormones, okay. And after when we seen the ovary, then the female sex hormone, then we will describe the menstrual cycle in detail, and then we also discussed about the ovarian disorder, okay, ovarian disorder, understand. So what do you know about the ovary? Okay, tell me what you know about the ovary. Yeah, very good. It's a paired structure. It's a paired structure, okay. It's a paired structure. The thing you should know that this paired structure of ovary is not present in every animals, you can say, okay, not in every organism. Like in the case of reptiles, in the case of birds, there will be only one ovary, there will be only one ovary. But for us, in the case of humans, okay, in the females, human females, there is the presence of paired structure of ovaries, okay, paired structure of the ovaries. Now, do you know about the blood supply of the ovary? Yeah, do you know? It's a simple. Why I am initially starting with the blood supply? There is a reason, because the artery's name is derived from the ovary itself. So we are calling it a ovarian artery. Ovarian artery. But for the knowledge purpose, you just remember this is a branch of abdominal aorta. Very good. This is a branch of abdominal aorta. Abdominal aorta. Understanding? No problem. Now come and discuss the function of ovary. Okay, function of ovary. I'm writing function f, like power to the n. It's like a function of ovaries. Now don't call now onward that ovary, it's ovaries, it's a paired structure, remember always. So function of ovaries. Did anyone tell what are the function of ovary? Yeah, very good. The first function, okay, and that's a very significant function, is the gametogenic function. Write it down. Gametogenic function, okay. And another function is, you can say, the secretory function. Another function is secretory function, and specifically they secrete the female sex hormones. They secrete the female sex hormones. That is your estrogen, also called as oestrogen and progesterone. So the first function is the gametogenic function. Another function is the secretory function. Secretory function. The gametogenic function, okay, you can tell it is a it's a oogenesis. Oogenesis. No problem. Understanding? Now the secretory function is hormonal secretion, as I said, and mainly the estrogen and progesterone. Got it? Okay. Now about their structure, how the ovaries is looking. See the name, ovaries. It's like oval in shape. So it's, you can say, the flattened round shape. It's a flattened round shape. As far as the shape of the ovary is concerned, the shape, it's a flattened round shape. Now hand by hand, you just also tell me the dimension. The dimension of ovary is very, you can say, easy to know and easy to remember also, because there is a like division. How division? Write it down. It's a 4 into 2 into 1. Means lengthwise they are 4, okay. You can say the widthwise they are 2, okay. Widthwise they are 2. Understanding? And the thickness wise they are 1. And all are in centimeter. And how it is easy? Simple. You just remember the length, and if you remember the length, then cut off the half, you will remember the width, okay. Cut off the half, you will remember the thickness. Clear? No problem. So let's summarize it once again, that we are discussing the ovary, okay, and we said that ovary is paired structure in the females, human females especially. Now there is ovarian artery which supply the blood to the ovary. And why I'm emphasized on the ovarian artery, because you know that, like, in the case of menstruation, in the case of menstrual cycle, okay, there is a very great role, okay, there is a very great role of these arteries, okay. There are small branches, arterioles, okay, which continuously going to modify or change or rupture, okay, during entire menstrual cycle period. Clear? Understood? And so the artery name is derived from the ovary itself, so it's easy to remember that it's the ovary artery, and this ovary artery is direct branch of abdominal aorta. Direct branch of abdominal aorta. Understood? Now the function of ovaries is a two function. First one is gametogenic function, and in the gametogenic functions there is a oogenesis in the females, and in the secretory function there is a estrogen and progesterone secretion. But you should remember one more function which is worth to mention, which is we are going to today discuss. That's a menstruation. Menstruation. Understood? Now the shape of the ovary is a flattened round shape, and their dimension, as I said, it's very easy to remember. The dimension is 4 centimeter into 2 centimeter into 1 centimeter, 4 centimeter lengthwise, 2 centimeter widthwise, 1 centimeter thickness wise. Understood? No problem. Now once we understood the basic, and we can say description about the ovary, now let's go and discuss about the structure of the ovary. Okay, ovary consists of two parts. Ovary consists of the two parts. The first part is which present in the outer portion, okay, and this is a less dense, okay, this is less dense and containing the germinal epithelium, okay, containing the germinal epithelium. This is called as the cortex. Understood? And there is a presence of dense part, okay, and this dense part is called as the medulla. This dense part is called the medulla. Now the things which we have to learn is that first of all, you know that it's a cut section of ovary. It's a cut section of the ovary. See, the ovary have one opening, okay, ovary have the opening, and that is this opening is called as the hilum, okay. Through this ovary will, you can say, the secrete the follicle, you can say the follicles. Understood? During the menstrual cycle. That's the one thing you remember it. The second thing is that the ovary is attached, okay, the ovary is attached with the hilum of fallopian tube by the ovarian ligament, or we can say the broad ligament. Understood? The broad ligament. Now there is a marked difference between the gametogenesis of male and female, okay. We seen in the previous lecture there is a marked difference, okay, there is a clear-cut difference. Now in the case of the female, what is happening, their oogenesis, you can say, started in intrauterine life. When the female is in her mother's womb, on that very moment, on that very time, okay, there is you can say transfer of some of the germ cells from the mother, okay, germ cells from the mother, and that is called as the primordial cells. That is called as the primordial cells, okay. The germ cell which form the germinal epithelium, they make some of the primordial cells, okay, and these primordial cells, they are surrounded by the granulosa cell. Understanding? They are surrounded by the granulosa cell, and these granulosa cell, okay, they helping the follicles to grow, okay. So primordial cells, then they form the primary follicles surrounded by the granulosa cell, then there will be a more granulosa cell surrounding, they change into secondary, then tertiary, okay, and then there is a formation of vascular follicle, okay. The blood supply is started in the, you can say, the follicles, okay. Now these vascular follicles, under the effect of FSH, these granulosa cells, they are secreting, okay, they are secreting the FSH, which is proliferative hormone, okay, which help these oocyte which is present, okay, oocyte which is present inside this follicular cavity, okay, they help them to grow, and they start surrounded by the layers, okay, and that layer basically the corona radiata, we are saying the corona radiata. So oocyte is start surrounded by the corona radiata, and corona radiata become prominent, okay, or well appear in the Graafian follicle. So about the Graafian follicle, you just remember this Graafian follicle is a mature follicle. Graafian follicle is a mature follicle. Now This Graafian follicles, they change into the corpus hemorrhagium. They change into the corpus hemorrhagium. Now this corpus hemorrhagium, they will transform into the corpus luteum. They will transform into the corpus luteum. The thing which you should have to remember is that this corpus luteum act like a small endocrine gland. It's act like a small endocrine gland. Now they are secreting the progesterone and estrogen. They are secreting the progesterone and estrogen. Now the effect of progesterone and estrogens is wide. Okay, they are the female sex hormones and their effect is a wide. First thing is that these estrogen and progesterone, which is secreted by the corpus luteum, or more specifically we can say the theca layer. Okay, this layer, as you are seeing, this is a theca interna. Outer layer is your theca externa and the inner layer is your theca interna. Now the theca interna, they are secreting the progesterone and estrogen. This progesterone and estrogen, okay, making the environment which is very suitable for the fertilization, understood? Now if there will be a fertilization, then this corpus luteum will survive, okay, till the first trimester. You can say the 3 month, okay, 3 months of the pregnancy they can survive. And if there will be no fertilization, then it will change into the corpus albicans, okay, which is basically a scar-like structure, okay, and this changes, this corpus albicans, through the lysis process, okay, fibrolysis process, they will disappear without leaving any scar. Now the thing is, you can say during the 7th or 8th month of the pregnancy, a fetus have, you can say, more than 6 million primordial cells, okay, but at the time of birth the number reduced and that come to the 1 million, okay, and from the birth to the puberty, the number goes less, 3 lakh to the 4 lakh, 3 lakh to 4 lakh. Now this degeneration process is called as the follicular atresia. Understood? And degenerated follicles is called as the erratic follicles. This is called as the erratic follicles. Understood? Now once you understood the structure of the ovary and about the ovary outline, now let's go and discuss about the female sex hormone. Understood? Ovarian hormones. You know about these hormones, okay? Did you know it? The hormones of females, ovary hormones. See, the first hormones is your estrogen, okay, then you have progesterone. Now estrogen, progesterone, okay, apart from these are the major hormones. First of all, you should know it, this is a major hormone, okay, but there are other hormones which is also present in the females, okay, like androgen, okay, then relaxin, okay, which help during the, you can say, the parturition, and then there is a inhibin, okay, inhibin. Understood? No problem. Now the estrogen and progesterone, they are mainly secreted, as you seen in the ovary cut section, that they are secreted by the theca interna cell, or we can say the corpus luteum. So about the estrogen in, you can say, non-pregnant women, this estrogen, they are secreted by theca interna, okay, and corpus luteum, okay, and if there is a fertilization as you seen, okay, if then in the case of pregnant women, okay, this estrogen, they are secreted by the corpus luteum till first trimester, okay, corpus luteum in first trimester. See, the pregnancy is divided into the 3 trimester, and 1 trimester means 3 months. 1 trimester means 3 months. So the corpus luteum, as I said, if the fertilization will happen, then corpus luteum will survive till the 3 month, okay, and this 3 month, this corpus luteum secrete this estrogen hormone, okay, this estrogen hormone. After the 3 months is over, means the first trimester is over, then this corpus luteum will disintegrate, or you can say the degenerate, okay, and then the function of corpus luteum is taken over by the placenta, because on that very moment, you can say that after the first trimester there is a formation of placenta, okay. So placenta will secrete it till the parturition, that's about their secretion. And in the, you can say, the childhood time, in the child there is a less secretion of estrogen, but in the adults, or you can say that after the puberty, there is a marked increase in the secretion of estrogen, okay, in the amount of secretion of estrogen. Another thing about estrogen you should remember is that they are, okay, just tell me how the, you can say, the hormones are circulated in our body. Yeah, through the blood, okay, and this estrogen, they bind with the albumin and globin, and they are transported to the various parts, okay. So as far as their transportation is concerned, they are transported by the albumin protein, albumin plasma protein, and globin, okay, globulin. Understood? No problem. And there, if we talked about their synthesis, they are steroid hormones, okay, they are steroid hormones. The cholesterol, they will change into initially into the testosterone, okay, this testosterone they will change into the progesterone, and then there will be a formation of estrogen. Estrogen, in, you can say, in the foreign language, okay, and in British language, they are also called as estrogen. Write it down, you come across in the book, they are also called as the estrogen. So don't confuse that estrogen and estrogen is same, okay, estrogen and estrogen is same. Now about the function of estrogens, okay, there are so many functions of estrogen. The first function, if we talk about the Graafian follicle, okay, on the Graafian follicle, then it's help in the maturation of Graafian follicle, as we seen, okay, it's help in the you can say proliferation, okay, proliferation of the follicles. First function. Second function, if you talked about the estrogen on the endometrium, okay, on the uterus, their function is they help the endometrium to grow thicker, okay, they help the endometrium to grow thicker, or you can say enlarge in shape, okay. And if we talked about the effect of estrogen on the uterus, then it's help the uterus to prepare for the pregnancy, but how? They are helping spontaneous, you can say, the contraction of the uterus, okay, enlarging the size of the uterus. Are you getting the points? Enlarging the size of the uterus. These are the some of the function of estrogens to the uterus, okay, to the uterus. Then they also function on the effect of the fallopian tube, okay. The androgen effect on the fallopian tube is that it's the activity of cilia, they increase the activity of the cilia, okay. And the effect of estrogen on the vagina is they increase the acidic environment of the vagina. They increase the acidic environment of the vagina. Understood? No problem? Now, once you understood about the estrogens, let's come again and discuss about the progesterone. Progesterone is also secreted by the corpus luteum. Okay, this is also secreted by the corpus luteum, and its help in the you can say the mammary gland. It help the mammary gland. Okay, mammary gland maturation. Understood? And the another functions related with the progesterone is that progesterone promote, progesterone basically inhibit the LH production. Okay, it inhibit the LH production. Understood? No problem. Now about the androgen, I discussed that is mainly involved in the secondary sexual characteristics, developing the secondary sexual characteristics. The relaxin, it help the myometrium to relax, okay, during the purchasing time, and inhibin is a hormone which is sending the message to the hypothalamus, okay, to the hypothalamus to stop the secretion of FSH, to stop the secretion of FSH. Understood? No problem? Yeah? Now, once you, till now what we studied about the ovary, okay, structure of the ovary, shape of the ovary, size of the ovary, okay, and the function of the ovary. Then we seen now the female sex hormones. Now we are left with the menstrual cycle and ovarian disorder, which we will discuss after the break. Thank you.